Hey guys, it's Matthew here once again with a follow-up video for the endgame of Lacerate Raider using Savior for full Fizz to Cold and Lightning, aka Elemental Conversion. Still just a little bit sick, so excuse that, but as you should be able to see through basically just a very regular map clear, it's a pretty fast character overall. Like, we got to level 94 and did all of our content endgame bosses and everything, like several rounds of stuff, within less than 24 hours, and that's with plenty of stalling here or there. While crafting and shit like that. So it was pretty fast, like 94, and I died past 90 like once maybe to AFKing in a fire. So it's been pretty smooth for mapping. Lacerate isn't too bad for just about everything, as far as I can tell. The Savior clones really do help smoothing out a lot of your AoE, because without that, the only AoE we have is actually Pulverize on the gem setup, and it doesn't really cover that much of the screen unless you have insane attack speed. And our attack speed's just good, I'd say. So the Savior clones really do help giving you a better coverage of sort of mapping, and ultimately Raider itself, very fast ascendancy with just the Onslaught wheel, and you could go Onslaught and Frenzy if you really wanted to, though I'm pretty sure that would be just a bit tougher to build into, because you got to then pick a lot more passives and focus on Frenzy based shit. In any case, you can see how we dealt with a Simulacrum, did all 20 waves deathless comfortably, so that was pretty good. The power of evasion and dodge is definitely something to be reckoned with, and pretty comfortable to just have a big sort of defensive factor up your sleeve like that. And then we also blind enemies as well, so realistically most bosses or actual enemies are barely ever hitting you, and this is with an Abyssus, barely 5k life, using Wind Dancer though as well, and Fortify from Leap Slam, so it is up a lot of the time. But if you really want to go big dick, you can buy a Savior with a Fortify Corrupt on it, and then Fortify is just going to be up permanently all of the time, and they're not even that expensive. It's like 8 exalts for a good one. I'll probably try and corrupt my own just for the fun of it. So the main draw of the Lacerate, I'd say, is entirely the MTX. Without the MTX, it's a bit boring, a bit of a bland skill, and feels like you should just do it for some strong bleeding action when you're kind of low on budget. Otherwise, if you can get your hands on the MTX, then it might be worth looking into as a Raider, Slayer, Zerker, some shit like that that gives you either area or lots and lots of attack speed. Any one of those would work nicely, I think. So you can see the bossing action isn't too insane. I think in the end I had about 6 to 7 million DPS, if you include Savior clones being up, and good uptime on everything else that we have. So it's not anything insane, but it gets you there, and we can do all content pretty deathless. So it was a decent character for endgame. If it just had a little bit more single target, it would do the really tough stuff quite a bit more comfortably. But these 4-ways, I did a Shaper 4-way, a Elder 4-way, and a Memory 4-way, and they're all decent, but there is risk of dying because you don't instantly blow shit up. But as you can see, barely ever get hit, given the nature of the dodge and the sort of fluid playstyle of Raider having lots and lots of speed. So, don't know what else to really say. Probably a better version of Lacerate would be Bleed, just because it's a lot cheaper. And then at the same time, you could also do it in Pale, and possibly get more DPS, but it would feel a bit sillier, just a bit blander, I mean, on DPS sort of visuals, in my opinion, since you don't have any explosions, unless you get some explosion chest or some shit happening like that. I don't know, I'm waffling on. In any case, this is just Savior, Awaken at 8, and yeah, did that pretty much without getting hit, but for the most part, just had to do a few mechanics here or there, and then I'll leave you with the Maven fight as well, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this character. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. What's the split looking like? 58 nope. That's fair. That's fair. 50 cold res without taste of hate up, by the way. Don't know if that was necessary information beforehand, but now you have it. After the fact. I need flasks. Okay, good. We are actually killing those guys. Not just the brain. Holy shit, I didn't have flasks up at the end there. Because I was like hoping to move on to the next phase. And Deresso was up and did his like cold attack bullshit. Any of that hit me. Fuck. When I get the good setup going, damage is good. If I'm allowed to do that. Just kind of rare that I am allowed to. Because first things first, I need
ramping.
Trinity up, which is a good couple of seconds of just like attacking. Dude, I'm gonna have to get an extra ball phase, aren't I? This is so fucking unfair. Like, we have to do 2 puddles this way now? Maybe even 3 puddles. Okay, that's good. I don't have flasks for this. I basically need to just avoid damage and do a longer phase now as well. Press taste of hate once, because there's 2 different dudes that are doing cold damage. Oh god, pressing everything. Too many bosses. Okay, not a bad transition. Good to not fuck up memory. I feel like I'm going to fuck this up. Did I win? I won! Turn! No! Just used everything. Whoop! Doubting 2021. Imagine doing that. Such a foolish endeavor. Totem block fireball? I mean, yeah, that's what I did. When a fireball's about to come, you place totems in front of them and then she hits the totems. It's a strat. It wasn't like, ooh, lucky that happened. a fucking thing.